No other market research podcast earned recognition 2 years in a row, 2019 and 2020, as being named one of the very best in the marketing research field. But this podcast did. Research Business Daily Report is the research industry's only daily research video report. We invite you to join and enjoy today's RBDR and any others in our series, which dates back to February 2012. And if you like what we're doing, please lend your support for our video series. Now you can see on the screen right now where you can go to provide that support. And stick with us to the end of today's RBDR, and we might give you some other reasons to join us as well. I'm Bob Lederer, now in my 26th year as the respected voice in market research. Last Thursday, itrack wound up its quest to collect the funniest focus group stories and to present them to the industry at large. And let's be truthful to each other. What research executive who owns a focus group facility for any length of time doesn't have a doozy of an anecdote that it could share if it chose to? All research agencies were eligible to compete in this itrack competition, and the so-called Magnificent Seven of focus group storytellers presented their respective stories online via the Remo platform. And it took place at the so-called itrack Qualitative On-Tap event last Thursday afternoon. Now, the final 7 contestants were Livingston Group's Sharon Livingston, Wunderman Thompson's Mark Truss, Toluna USA's Sean McKenna, Roscoe Market Researchers' Rachel Roscoe, Fader Focus's Susan Fader, M. LeDuc & Company's Mark Andrew LeDuc, and Consumer Opinion Services' Greg Carter. Now, we've got all 7 offerings on a video roll for you. Look for the link in the description box underneath today's video. Who was the winner among the 7? Greg Carter. And here is what he shared.
Hi, I'm Greg Carter with Consumer Opinion Services, and I've got an amusing story from a casino gaming focus group slot game test that I conduct each year at that industry's biggest trade show in Las Vegas. And this was pre-COVID, of course. All the major gaming manufacturers have huge elaborate booths at this show with all of their new gaming offerings on display. We conduct a player focus group in the booth before the show opens each day, where we have about 20 recruits engaged in a play session with about a dozen different game titles from which the client wants to get consumer feedback. Since we're at a trade show booth, there's no back room, and the clients are watching the proceedings live from a discreet distance. Not only are the game developers and game producers and research staff present, but so is the entire C-suite of this Fortune 100 company. So the CEO and all the VPs are there. We're about halfway through the gameplay rotations when suddenly one of the respondents gets violently ill and projectile vomits all over the slot machine that he's playing and sprays the respondents on either side of him as well. Everyone was kind of in shock at first. The staff helped the poor guy to the restroom, and then housekeeping started the process of cleaning up the considerable mess. The game developer, Sean, who was watching with a group of clients nearby, didn't quite know what to think, and Dan, the VP of marketing, turned to Sean and summed it up for him by saying, "I guess he didn't like your game." So that's my Barforama story.
After the event, several attendees, including myself, agreed that itrack should probably stage an annual funny focus group story competition and then create an event like this one. And we advised itrack's management of that consensus. That's a wrap on today's Research Business Daily Report. Of course, we're always thankful for any views that our videos get, and each day we bring to RBDR viewers like yourself a news item, an insight, or perhaps a commentary that we know you're not going to find anywhere else. So after you digest any particular video, we hope that you will continue to watch us and over time appreciate us enough to consider becoming an RBDR Patreon supporter, which you can do by visiting our exclusive crowdfunding platform at patreon.com RBDR. We hope that you have a good research day and that you will join us back here tomorrow. And until then, please stay safe.